Liam, that question of you played for John. He gave you your debut in the Irish team, and David O'Leary and Frank Stapleton and Don Gibbons and a lot of really outstanding players. You had Mark Lawrenson in that team. How much responsibility for what was a very poor performance, in our opinion, would you lay at the feet of Martin O'Neill?
Well, we've seen it too often not to say it's got to be Martin O'Neill's responsibility. This wasn't just a one-off, Eamon.
No,
it happened in Wales. With the win that was so badly needed, it got us into the playoffs. It's kind of shuffled underneath the carpet. It's pushed underneath the carpet, isn't it? But and John has said it, and John said most of the things that I would have liked to have said, is we'll see whether his tactics in Denmark the other night were correct if we go and beat Denmark tomorrow night at the Aviva. Otherwise, like John, I think it was an opportunity missed. I do agree with you that Wes Hoolahan makes the other players around him play. He seems to give them a confidence when he plays that they're prepared to get on the ball and keep the ball on the deck and pass it to him. And he takes responsibility of holding onto the ball to give the others time to make runs, to move into space, and everybody plays better for it. Now, O'Neill's probably answer to that would be, well, I've got a 0-0, I've got a 0-0 in Copenhagen that gives us a great chance of qualifying. I'm afraid, we can go on and on and on about how disappointing it is to watch the Irish team playing, but he'll say, or he'll turn around and say, well, it's all about getting results. It's all about qualifying for the Euros, which he did, and it's all about qualifying for the World Cup if we go and beat Denmark tomorrow night. But it is absolutely painful to watch the last couple of games. John is so right. With no intention to score a goal. Didn't seem unless we get a free kick or a corner kick and knock the ball into the box. We've gone through the players that were playing for us in midfield. I saw players do things on Saturday night that I wouldn't see them do playing for their respective clubs. I've been watching. I live down in Brighton a good bit, and I go and watch. I go and watch Brighton a good bit, and Duffy is coming on really as a fine footballing centre back. Occasionally he hits that diagonal too long where he goes with the left wing and he overhits it and it goes out of play. But otherwise he's passing the ball across the back four. He's giving the balls into midfield, or he's picking somebody out up front and he's dropping the ball in. I didn't see him do that once the other night. It's almost like they're dead scared for anyone to get on the ball and make a positive pass or hold on to the ball. You need to hold on to the ball. Sometimes as a midfield player, and we were all midfield players, you, John and I, you don't have a pass on when you get possession of the ball. So what you have to do is be clever and maybe drop a shoulder and move a yard, and then all of a sudden somebody will run and we start playing. Now when Hoolahan's in the team, we do that. We do that more often than not. But, it's all about a results game. For people, it'll just laugh at us if O'Neill goes and plays the same way. We get a set piece and Duffy scores 5 minutes from the end, and we win 1-0.
Let me ask you.
But I'm afraid it's really painful to watch the Irish team playing at this present time.
Could I just say something there? I agree with you, Liam. I'm not so bothered about the visual aspect of watching them playing. When I'm criticising Martin, I'm talking actually effect. I believe this is not as effective as it should be by getting on the ball. There's no reason why we couldn't go to Denmark, at least try and score, because as you know, playing away from home you can work to your advantage, because they're attacking, they're over attacking, and you get on the ball, you make a couple of passes and you get through and score a goal.
As we did in Vienna when we beat we were under threat. We were on our own. We were in our own 18-yard area out wide. We were in the last third of the field, and Milers won the ball, but he didn't just boot it down the field, John.
No,
he passed it into Houlihan. Houlihan turned, and he passed it to McLean. Now, there was no semblance of that the other night.
No, that's what I'm saying, Liam. I'm saying the same thing as you, Liam. What I'm saying is, I wouldn't be too bothered about the visual aspect of it. It's not good to watch.
No, I'm not. Well, none
of us are saying that.
I'm saying it. No.
Yeah.
You might have misunderstood. I'm meaning you've got far more chance of doing something and scoring a goal if people
we're saying the same thing. I'm just emphasising it a bit more.
They pass the ball out from the back.
Yeah.